Hello friend, this is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and today I want to talk to you about how adding more value to the world is the purpose of business. Now this is really the purpose of life in general. If you look broadly at life, we're here to interact and work together and to create value and make the world a better place. And this is interesting because in Mark chapter 10, James and John want to be seated on the right hand and left hand. They want to be masters with Jesus. And so the disciples get irritated by them asking who's going to be seated as right hand. But Jesus makes this point that's so important and so misunderstood because people have taken this to imply lowliness and being a loser, having no money, having nothing, just scraping through life. They tried to interpret this to justify. And it's this, Mark chapter 10, verse 43 through 44. But so shall it not be among you, but whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister, and whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be servant of all. Now, if you look at business, what are the biggest companies? What are the largest companies with millions and millions and billions of customers even? They're the ones providing the most value. It's why they have so many customers. Whatever service they're providing is adding more value to more people than any of their quote-unquote competitors. And this is something realized in regular business today, that you need to provide the best value for your customer. You need to provide the best experience for your customer. That produces better results. You know, the old days, whatever you get away with your customer is fine. That was what you were supposed to do as long as you made more money. But see, the thing people realized was if you try to serve your customer and try to be the best for your customer, you'll bring them back more often. They will tell other people who will come and come back more often. You will have a bigger business and make more money long term, even if you have to have some losses in the short term, helping your customer and providing the best value for them. Replacing a product doesn't work, or whatever the case may be, where that's a loss. And in the old days, people didn't want to do that kind of stuff, but they realized that serving the customer, being more service to your customer, actually will make you more money in the end. And it'll be more profitable, and everybody wins. The business wins, the business owner wins, the shareholders win, the customers win, and all the employees win. Because they're not having to trick or cheat their customers. They're empowered, deputized, so to speak, to provide the best value for the customer, to solve the customer's issue and make their experience good. And I've seen this in people getting into business and they have a customer return, for example, and they're fighting the customer all along the way. Now I get it, because there are customer returns that people will switch stuff out and fake returns and things like that. I understand. But these people are spending so much time fighting their customer instead of just providing a good experience for their customer. And all that time wasted trying to save $10 or $20 or $30 or whatever it is on the return could be put into more profitable things that actually will earn way more than $20 or $30. Now, I know some people say, well, you know, it's the principle is what matters, but you don't know what's going on. You're just presuming the worst about your customer and then making the experience terrible for everybody. Just provide good customer service, provide a good experience for them, and move on. If you're selling on an online platform and you have a customer return, take the return, and instead of fighting the customer and spending hours trying to find out ways to not have to take the return, accept the return, and then spend all that time you're going to waste arguing and fighting and making a bad customer experience and a bad experience for yourself, and get more items listed. That's going to make you more money long term. But you have to have that servant mentality. You have to have that mentality that I'm providing a good value for my customer. I am adding more value to my customer. I am trying to do well. You know, in my businesses, and I haven't always been successful at this. Sometimes I've failed just by accident, or had an employee not do this, but I always try to add something extra to the order. It could be just as simple as a little novelty item. It doesn't have to be massively expensive. It could be if they buy a bunch of my books, I include another book that they didn't order. It could be that they buy a book and I sign it instead, where I do offer signed books on my website and they didn't order it signed, but I sign it anyway. Just something to add a little more value to show they're appreciated and they're getting more even than what they expected. And these are not things that I add on the website like, oh, you're getting this bonus, you're getting that. It's just stuff that's thrown in there, not expected, not promised. It's just added to add more value and give the customer a better experience, to serve them better. So in whatever business you have, whether you're selling apples on the side of the road, or you have a $1 trillion corporation, you need to look at it as serving your customers, serving your clients, providing them the best value. And truly with that servant's heart, not just looking for profits only, but looking to provide the best experience for your customer, you are going to make a lot of profits. It is one of those things that just comes naturally. When you're serving people and you're doing more and you're adding more value and you're truly trying to provide a good experience for your customer, you're going to make a lot more money. That's not the reason why you do it. You do it because it's the right thing to do. You do it because that's who you are and that's the kind of experience you would want buying from your own business. So you go out of your way to provide the most value, to make the experience good for your customer. This may mean investing. If you have a brick and mortar store, maybe you need to invest in some more lights to light your products up better so people can see better. There's all kinds of, I've been into stores where it's dark and dingy, it's hard to see stuff. And there's things just stacked everywhere and there's no real order. Maybe if you have that kind of business, maybe you invest a little bit of time organizing stuff better, lighting things up better so it's more presentable, so people can see better the things they may want, but they can't even see because you're dingy lighting. They're just little things that don't cost a lot. Matter of fact, they may not cost anything except a little bit of your time invested that will provide a better experience for your customer and make you more money. The making of more money shouldn't be the main goal, but that will be a natural result from doing better for your customer, for providing a better experience for them, for providing more value. It doesn't matter what business you're in, you can add a little more value. You can provide a little more value. You can try to go in with a pure heart, trying to give the best experience for your customer. Now, sometimes when I talk about adding value, people say, well, if you're going to just add the most value, just give your products away for free, wouldn't you? And then you make no money. No, because a good customer doesn't expect something for free. Matter of fact, you'll turn away a lot of good customers just giving stuff away for free because they'll wonder what the trick is. They'll wonder it's not really valuable because it's free. So no, good, honest people don't expect things to be free, but they do want a good value. And that's not anything wrong. That's not unethical. It is unethical to get stuff for free that you didn't earn or that you didn't pay for or didn't compensate the person properly for. And I'm not talking about gifts and stuff like that. Obviously, people give stuff and you can give stuff away too if you want to, just to get people interested. You know, there are businesses that do that they go into retail stores and they give away samples of stuff for free. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just giving away your main product or doing some sort of donation system where, oh, you can have it for free as long as you just donate whatever you want. That stuff never works because it's not providing the most value legitimately. And you're causing other people to sin because they're not providing the proper compensation for the value they're getting. They're just going out and getting stuff for free. And you never attract the best customers that way. Those customers that just want the free thing are not long-term customers. They're going to have all the headaches and problems are going to come from them anyway. You'll give them something for free and they'll want to return it and exchange it for something else. They will have all kinds of problems. Those are not the clients you want. Those are not the customers you want. But most people aren't that way. Most people do not just expect something for free. They do expect a good value, so add that. How can you today in your business do anything to add a little bit more value? If you own a tire company, can you invest 5 cents more a tire to maybe give them a chrome valve cap instead of the little cheap plastic ones. Just something that looks a little bit better that they might like. That costs you almost nothing. You don't even have to raise the price to pay for that. And adds a little more value for the customer. There are all kinds of things like that. They do not have to be huge, expensive things. Just a little something you can add for your customer. Now, maybe it's not adding a tangible thing. Maybe it's just they paid a shipping method that's slower and you pay a dollar more or a few dollars more and upgrade the shipping so they get it faster. There are all kinds of little ways you can add more value and provide a better customer experience. And my friend, being a servant of all is the way to success in business. It is your whole purpose in business and in life in general. But if you do that in business and you consistently, day in and day out, think about adding the most value for your customer, providing the best experience for them, and doing good and serving all, you, my friend, will become a great success. I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.